In this video, we are going to look at how to factor polynomial expressions, but we're going to start here with a review of what we have done before. So let's look at 1a. So here we are going to use a box method. So here this is 2x squared, and this is going to be 10. So I multiply 2 times 10 because the coefficient of x squared is not 1. Then I need two numbers I can multiply together, and when I add them I get 9. So that's going to be 5 and 4. So I get 5x and 4x. So then I do my factoring here. 2x is common, 5 is common, x is common, and 2 is common. So I get 2x plus 5, and then x plus 2. Okay, so that becomes the answer. So this one, since the coefficient of x squared is 1, I just need to look for two numbers I can multiply to get 9, add them to get 6, so it's just x plus 3 squared. So this is a difference of 2 squares, so x plus 5, x minus 5. The next one is going to be 6x, again difference of 2 squares, 6x plus 7. And number 3 here, we are just factoring. This is a common monomial factor. So what's common? So 8 is common, x is common, so I get x minus 4. So that's the answer. Okay, continuing here on this page, we have x cubed. Remember, this is the same as writing. This is the same as writing x cubed plus 1, or 1 cubed. 1 cubed. I can write it as 1 cubed. So this is my a cubed is represented by x cubed, and this is just 1, or 1 cubed. So the square root of x cubed is x. Cube root of 1 is 1. Then here, when I write the formula, so I just need to plug the x and 1 into the formula to represent my a and b. It's just going to be x plus 1. And then a squared. So a squared, that's going to be x squared minus ab. So x times 1. So just x plus b squared, which is 1. B squared is 1. So that's going to be my answer right there. And in the same way, I can do another example here. So this is x cubed. So that's going to represent my a cubed. So this is going to be 27. Can I get the cube root of 27? Yes. So that's how I know it's a sum of 2 cubes. So so that's going to be x cubed. Cube root is x. 27 is going to be 3. And then I just need to write my answer here. And what is it going to be? So it's going to be x plus 3. Then a squared, which is equals to x squared minus ab, so 3x plus b squared, which is 9. And that's going to be the answer. And remember this formula. This is what you need to make sure you know. And in remembering this formula, something I use to help me remember is I see a cubed plus b cubed. The first thing I check is, are those two terms cubed? Can you find the cube root? So I know it's a sum of 2 cubes. Then I see this is the same, so positive and positive. This is opposite. This is always going to be positive, that operation. So by remembering those signs, that's all that's going to be the same, whether it's sum or difference of two cubes. So now here we are doing the difference of two cubes, and you can see the sign is the same. That is opposite of this one here, and this is always positive. But you see, everything is the same as the other, as when you are adding. So see, here I have 2x cubed. So, and can I get the cube root of 8? Yes. Cube root of x cubed? Yes. And cube root of 1, I can do that. So, and remember, this is the same as writing 2x cubed minus 1 cubed. So my a cubed here is my 8x cubed, 8x cubed, and my b cubed is 1. So here, what do I get? So here I get the 8x cubed, which is going to be 2x, and this one, cube root of 1 is just 1. So what does the answer become? A minus b, so 2x minus 1, and this is going to be a squared, so 4x squared, and plus ab, so which is going to be 2x plus b squared. B squared is just 1. A common mistake here, let me highlight it, is this one. Students usually will square the x, but they forget the 2. So just remember here, a squared, remember the a squared. Let me use a marker here. Just remember a squared is equals to 2x squared, which is equals to 4x squared. So bear that in mind. But so that's the answer we get here. Let's do one more here. Remember, this is going to be 5x cubed minus 2 cubed. So I know it's a difference of 2 cubes. So this is going to be 125x cubed, and this is 8. Remember, you don't need to worry about the sign like -8. It's already taken care of in the formula. So this is going to be, you get the square root of 125x cubed, which is equals to 5x, and cube root of 8 is 2. So the answer becomes 5x minus 2. And this is going to be a squared. So 25x squared minus ab, 10x, plus b squared, which is 4. So that's the answer right there. That's the answer. Okay, now to the next one. So here we are going to do factoring. We're going to do factoring by grouping. And to do factoring by grouping, you have to check to make sure you have an even number of terms so that you can be able to group them. So here you can see we have 2 groups. And then the next thing you need to check is what is common in each group. So let me start with the first group. I can see x is common, so I write x. And then that's going to be x plus 3. Actually, x squared is common, so x plus 3. And then see the sign in between them. The sign in between them is plus, so I put plus. And then I write I write whatever is common in the second group, and I see 10 is common. So then I write x plus 3. And I want you to see that whatever is in parentheses is the same. So I'm going to write one of the terms, one of the, whatever is in parentheses, I just write one of them. And then I write whatever is outside parentheses. So that's the answer. Okay, so the next one, remember, pay attention here. See, the sign between them is plus. So make sure you keep that sign when you are writing it down. So here, the next one, again, I have two groups. So in the first one, I see x squared is common. Then I have x minus 2. So the sign between them, this sign here is minus. So I put minus. Then I check what's common in the second group. So 9 is common. So x minus and minus will give me positive, whatever I have there. So x minus 2. And now you can see every time you factor, you want to make sure those should be the same. If they are not the same, then you cannot be able to factor. So what do I write here? My answer becomes x squared minus 9, and the other one is x minus 2. But is it completely factored out? No. See, this one is a difference of two squares. So this is x minus 3, x plus 3, and x minus 2. So that's the final answer. Okay, and here, let's do one more here. So what's common here? So x squared is common. So we have 2x minus 3. The sign between them is minus. I put minus. What's common here? 5 is common. So this is 2x. Here I want that to be positive. So this has to be minus. So I get 2x minus 3 and x squared minus 5. That's the answer. Actually, let's do another one here. So what's common? So x squared is common. This is just a coincidence that x squared is the one which is common. So this is 3x minus 2. The sign between them, this one here, is minus. What's common in the next group? 3 is common. So we get 3x. And this has to be minus so that I can get positive. So then my answer becomes x squared minus 3, 3x minus 2. And that's my final answer. Okay, so here we are factoring in quadratic form. And what I see here is just an equation like x squared plus bx plus c. So all I need to do here, let's assume, let's say here, let u be x squared. If u was x squared, then how would this equation look like? It would be u squared minus 7u plus 10. And then if I told you to factor this equation, you'd be looking for two numbers. You can multiply to get 10. And when you add them, you get negative 7. So you would say the numbers are negative 5 and negative 2. So then you would say the This is going to be u minus 5 and then u minus 2. But you already know that from what you had originally, u represents x squared. So this is going to be x squared minus 5 and x squared minus 2. See, that will be the final answer. Okay, now look at the next one. So here, I see this just looks like a quadratic equation. So all I'm going to focus, I need two numbers I can multiply to get 2. And when I add them, I get 3. So that's going to be 2 and 1. So I know the answer to this one is going to be x squared plus 2 x squared plus 1. Okay, what about this one? Oh, this one I need to check what's common first. Anything I can factor out? 2 looks common, x looks common, and I have x to power 4 minus 7x plus 12. See, this is a quadratic form here. So two numbers I can multiply to get 12, add them to get 7. So that's going to be, those numbers are going to be 4 and 3. They need to be both negative. So I get x squared minus 4 x squared minus 3. But see, we can factor this more. So this is 2x. See, there's a difference of 2 squares. And then x squared minus 3. That's the final answer.